Hello and welcome back to another Casual Night Chit Chat show. Before we begin, actually I need to do a lot of logistics, okay? But we did one of the biggest logistics on the previous episode. Um, However, it's still not complete yet. Okay, it is unfortunately still not complete yet. One of the biggest difference is really, you know what, June really messes up my schedule and everything, which I don't blame anyone but myself, okay? It's mainly a me problem. But then again, I think that's how I scheduled for um in general, just for how the stream goes. And you know what? I think it's fair to say, is it too much? Okay, so before we begin, there are a few things I want to talk about, but unfortunately, this is not a drama video or a live stream, so we're not going to cover too many things on those parts. And I know I want to cover a little bit more game stuff. And oh boy, we actually have few interesting stories, and I really want to touch on it, but I don't think it's the correct I won't say topic, but is it the correct content? One thing we need to discuss is, okay, so we're gonna do one short little discussion before we move on to the topic at hand, or topics if I want to. We probably cover a little bit. You know what? I would say we should cover a little bit because we are dealing with games anyway. And while I load up my game, I need to make sure a few things up and running. Okay. First thing I need to fix is this Unity thing. Okay, it is slightly annoying right now. I could not run the game properly, and that is very bad. So I'm gonna just click play first, make sure it's running on the background, make sure everything is working on my end. We're gonna debug some of the stuff live as well. Okay, cool. So if I click elsewhere, it will not move. There we go. So that's the thing that I want to really fix it. Okay. While that, I'm gonna load up brawlers. Okay, so first, I won't say it's an announcement, but it is an announcement. There will be a drop celebrating the season 2 of my game. That's right, I am creating a game, as you can see, and there is a I would say side quest. Okay, let's start off with this. Okay, starting the stream this year, I told myself I want to create a game. Okay, and basically that begins my whole entire game development journey. Understand how the game, not I won't say understand on how to make games, but understand the fundamentals of how to make a game, not the technical side, but the fundamentals. And of course, I'm stripping down a lot of things, right? We want to go to the core principle of why a game is being made, how to make a game nice to play. All right, a little bit more detail in the second part because anyone can make a game. Straight up. A game is very simple to make. All right? For example, throw a ball into a basket. That is a game, right? In definition, that is a game. Straight up. The question is it a fun game? That's the next question. Okay. And it goes on and on. So I'm not gonna give you a history lesson on games and whatnot, but that's how it is. Okay, simple. Rock, paper, scissors, the most simplest game. Just rock, paper, scissors. For the stream. So basically what I talked just now is just rubbish. Okay, so just quick little recap. I just realized, okay, I forgot to shut down the volume on my stream. It will get flagged, right? This video will immediately get flagged. Okay, so quick little recap. I just blabbered for 5 minutes. Okay, one of the biggest thing for my channel for this stream is making a game, listening to me blabbering about stuff and games, and of course the number one driving factor, okay, it's Web3 gaming. I am upset, I will admit. Out of all the projects out there, I am upset that a lot of Web3 games fail. Not just the game did not just fail, but they fail the fundamentals of gaming outright. I was trying to understand the whole entire Web3 stuff, right? Put some skin in the game and whatnot. Okay, partial. Again, this is mostly, if I were to blame anyone, I will blame myself, because some of the proposals is, I would say, too good to be true. To be honest, too good to be true. But some of them feels like, you know what, this is achievable. It feels like a normal Kickstarter proposal. But then again, I also remembered Kickstarter, we have lots and lots of scams as well. So, yup. So because of that, yeah, I have no one else to blame but myself. And another part of me is because I have been talking a lot of, I won't say critic, right? Everyone can be a critic. I critic a lot of Web3 games, and I find myself baffled because some of them, I've done it. One of the biggest, actually that's the biggest motivation for me to do live development, no, game development live on stream. And I want to implement things that I think that, you know what, this feels like implementable. How long does it take? And oh boy, I was right. A lot of Web3 is just cash grab scam. Yeah, I have to admit. Unfortunately, yeah. Okay, so because of that, that's why we have one very crucial topic for today, and that is clicker games. A lot of Web3 games has been has been using this game genre, clicker games. And if you're talking about the earlier, just quick little history, if you're talking about the early days of gaming, clicker games is kind of a new interaction for people. For example, I think the one I can think of is on either the Atari, I think it's Atari, either Atari or was it Nintendo? Okay, so basically it's a track running game, right? You have to mush A, B. So I think it's Nintendo. Feels like a Nintendo rather than than Atari. But anyway, basically you have to press A, B, subsequently, sequentially, as fast as you can, because you can't just spam A, it will not move. You have to spam A, B, A, B, A, B, A, B, and then basically they are button mashing. And in a way, it's kind of clicker. The only difference is you click two buttons, right? You have to, what do you call this? Interval. Basically click A, B, A, B, and then the fastest wins. Simple as that. Another game, of course, there's button smashing. Mash a button as fast as you can, and then whoever get the highest count wins. So that's a long time ago. Now for Web3, no excuse. In my opinion, there is zero excuse to do a clicker game, and unless, and that's the part I want to draw a line. Previously, I've been saying that I don't recognize clicker games as a game, but you know what? Truth to be told, some games I played is a clicker game as well. Although it's clicker game with multiple steps, technically all games are clicker with multiple steps. The only difference is, does it have hand-eye coordination? Or is it a thinking game, a choice? And that's why I've been doing this. I want to do this live, right? Game Dev Live this year, right? It's a 1-year project, and that's that, right? And of course, 10 minutes of blabbering. Okay, so that's the preface of everything. And of course, last stream we did talk about clicker games. Now, for now, I'm just gonna do one quick little housekeeping. I really need to make sure this game works on the background, and I don't understand why. So let's see. I'm gonna turn on a few things. Turn on the stats. Yep. And then if I were to click somewhere else, it just stops. Look at that. The statistics just stop straight away. So I need to go to player. No, not player. I know somewhere they say something about all these things. All right, audio, no. Input manager, memory setting, package manager, no, no, no. Player. Okay, so if we go to player, which I don't think it's here, because this is mainly to export the game, and I'm not exporting, so it's definitely not here. And yeah, it's definitely not here. Preset manager, quality, no, no, no. No, that's different. Yeah, I'm out. I don't know what I'm doing. Project settings. Okay, let's see. Project settings. No, I am in really project settings. Preference. All right. There's a big difference between project settings and preference. Okay. General. Disable. No. Enable. No, that's not it. That's not it. Colors. Diagnostic. Nope. The true. Nope. Color. Wow, I really do not know what's happening. 2D. No, none of it is here. None of it is here. I am slightly upset. Oh, okay. Anyway, while I figure this out, I'm gonna move on to the next part. So we're gonna cover, or rather, I have been covering. No, before we go to that part, because I'm becoming a bit more critical on Web3 games, and one of the biggest thing, okay, Web3 game being fail, it's not a big problem for me, or rather, not the biggest problem. It is a big problem, but not the biggest problem. The biggest problem for me is the games that they've made predominantly. This is very rampant in it's a big major issue on the Web3's platform, on the Web3 side, and I really upset about it, and I really don't like, is that when when the project, okay, not game, when the project goes belly up, the whole entire game is cancelled, like straight up taken down. Partially, I will give. Previously, I give a leeway. Okay, I'm gonna put my foot down for this officially. Previously, I gave them a leeway. So okay, you know what? It's a project in development, so we don't mind doing a few. No, not saying don't mind doing a few. Like it's a service game. No, I put this out. Okay, it is a game on development. So if it goes down, it goes down. See, the thing is, I don't even know why I even bother to tell myself that that's okay, because clearly it's not okay. Oh, okay. Okay, I just remembered. One of the things is that I just don't care about it. I have to be honest. One of the reason why is I just don't care about it. Yeah. Okay. No. Because I didn't think it is a game in a way, because it's kind of like a live service game. It's live on whichever. Yeah, it's a live game, and previously, for example, I used to play a lot of MMO games out there, and then I know a lot of Korean MMO games shut down. I could not access back the server, so that was where I came from. Like, oh, okay, you know what? And then of course, I did spend money there. Back then, MMO is subscription based, so I used to use that excuse. But then again, recently I decided not to, because it's just bad. One of the biggest thing is because I've been playing a lot of gacha games as well, and I've seen how much money has been spent. And the one that really puts me into perspective is people who spend money buying a game that has live service from a large company, I would say. And when they shut it down, I was like, you know what? I could not access the service anymore. And that's bad. No, that's bad. That's straight up bad. I've no way to go around. I just, yeah, no, straight up bad. And then from that day onwards, all right, it is the crew for those who are guessing, right? Because of the closure of the crew, I actually was waiting to get the game for cheap because I'm not gonna pay full price for that game. And they shut it down. Of course, there are other games as well that they shut down. And good news is some of those games that I've bought and they shut down, I can still download per se on Steam. Luckily, I just haven't gone through it as of now, but I should try to install back. If I can still install back some of the games, I'm happy. But the biggest thing is just stop killing games. Basically, tell the stop killing games initiative literally is the de facto reason that I would say, you know what? Any game that was created, regardless of whatever state it is, if they decided to abandon it, it's free estate. I would say, I would go as far as the moment they abandon it, it's free estate. Now, the only requirement, there's only one requirement that I would say is a free estate is if you put money on the product. I don't care if the product is early access. I don't care the product is in development. I don't care if the product is launched. Right? Obviously, more to when the product is launched. The moment you put money in the game, regardless of whatever stage it is, you should own the game. Straight up, you should own the game. And if the developers decided to abandon ship, hey, it's free estate. The only thing that the developer can keep is the IP. It's like, hey, you cannot make money out of this. Simple as that. Yeah, I can't just repackage and sell it. So that's okay. That's fair enough. That's the only legal binding thing that I would say. You know what? Sure, keep it. Yeah, the moment you make money out of it, no. However, one fun bit is I've been dabbling in private servers way back, right, on some of the online games because I really want to bring back some of the games to play. And this is the gray line, and I know some of the developers are angry on this. They are against this, which is kind of fair-ish because it's under the term of service. As long the game is being supported by the developers, private servers should be free. I would give a little bit of leeway, right? If you want to run your own private servers, it must be free. Although because the game is still being supported by developers, technically they can put a cease and desist letter and order to their private servers. But if they decided to shut down the whole entire game, like for example, Anthem is gonna get shut down next year. By next year, 12th of January, you know what? The game should be a free estate for for players to host. You know, I don't care how they're gonna do it, and I know for sure, okay, I know for sure someone would be able to try to get a simple server up and running, although it's going to be lots of effort. I can guarantee it. Somebody would try to bring Anthem servers live, but there's one critical component, unfortunately. But I think they could. You know what? Personally, I think they could. They can. Right? The modding community out there is crazy. Right? They are way ahead of the curve in general. And the best part is, most of them, they do it for free. Most of them. Some of them they will charge, and I would say if it's a great mod, I would say support them. Yeah. Yep. And then one thing as well is a lot of games are broken as well when they launch. and because of the models, it actually improved a lot. Okay, anyway, that's what I've been tackling, and there's one or two news. All right, so we're gonna go to a segue. Unfortunately, this is not right. This is not games getting abandoned. However, it is part of the game development drama, and I think I should cover this. Okay, personally, I should cover this because I enjoy the game, and it is Subnautica 2. I don't have the full story, so I'm not going to talk too much about it. I'm just going to give my opinions, and that's it. All right. So Subnautica 2, Crafton has laid off or let go, depending how do you want to use the word, how do you want to use the word, let go 3 of the original developers. Let me bring up, you know what? This requires an article, because if I talk something without an article, that's bad. And we want to talk about this as well, right? So Subnautica 2, let's get this. So the game gets delayed, and then one of the biggest delay that they, not say biggest delay, one of the reason why they delay is they don't want to pay the developer. And this is like, is it really they don't want to pay the developer? And so that's another thing. So you know what, just to make sure everything is on the same page, I will load up. So Subnautica 2 delay. Yeah, because I need to put this up. One of the biggest reason why I don't like to cover game news is that a lot of some of the pieces that they read out, it's a hit piece, it is twisted, it is wrongly represented. Yeah, there's too many things. Too many things I could not lock it down. And somebody will have insider news. Personally, I don't, if my inside, no. I need a first-hand insider news, which means I know. That's it. If it's somebody else insider news, like let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna load up PC Gamer. I know might not be the best choice, but we're gonna just do a little bit of what do you call this? Take the news with a grain of salt. All right, we want to read as much as we can, and then you form your opinion by yourself. I will form my opinion by me as well. Simple as that. All right, straightforward, and we will take it at face value. One of the biggest thing I want to put it out is, if I were to start covering game drama, we need to take it at face value. If not, everything will go sideways. And I want to be, not to say I want to be as neutral as possible, but for me, it's very straightforward. If I were to pay for a product, I must keep the product, especially when it comes to games. That's it. And that's all I care. All right? That's all I care. Okay. Got this out. Yes. All right. So devlog 27. Oh yeah. So we want to go through some of the game devlog. No, let's cover this Subnautica first. Okay. Subnautica 2 leaks confirmed by Krafton, highlighting the cost of survival game. Okay. So let's go. All these are just fluff for now. The open legal battle, blah 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 blah. Last week, Unknown Worlds co-founder original Subnautica director spoke about the game's sudden leadership change. Now this is without this line. This line is important. Okay, so there is a leadership change. Despite leak presentation, early access, few days later, Krafton declared that the former leadership abandoned the responsibility and trusted to them. See, there is a few things here and there. Okay, so but we are not bothered with this for now, right? You should read a little bit more. So that's from Subnautica 2. Current leak showed that publisher wanted more content for early access launch, leading to delay and leadership ouster. That's what I don't want. That's part of it. Another one is they don't want to pay 200. There we go. This evidence from Subnautica 2 development differently muddies the water and lead to some credence to craft narratives. It seems clear that the delay and expulsion was not just a way to get out paying a promised 250 million bonus to the studio. Now, I want to cover this. This is the most important part. The delay, we can talk about it a little bit more in depth, but this part, because this will make or break a project in general. Okay, one of the games that was I won't say have this issue. One of the games that that made into the drama, the ultimate game development drama. If you still remember, No Man's Sky. I love that game, and I am very excited to see how the game has evolved. Right, it is awesome. So for this, what has to do with gaming has everything to do with gaming, because one of the biggest, all right, one of the biggest thing is now these days developers are just chasing for the bag. Okay, it is a literally 101 cash grab scheme with any Web3 project. I'm gonna say straight up, okay, they want the bag regardless of whether the game performs or not. Now, when I say whether the game performs or not, because all these button pushers, number crunchers, they forget the ultimate thing. Is the game fun to play? And if the game is fun to play, number two is I want to squeeze as much money from the players. So that part is something, unfortunately, is something that it's getting worse throughout the years, especially for the past 2 to 3 years. I would say after 2020, after post-pandemic, every game studio is chasing the bag in general. And when they chase for the bag, that's the fun bit, okay? The decision made is very questionable for 50% of the time. I'm like, really? Do we have a okay? So it goes back to the checklist. Do we have a fun game to begin with? Okay, we have a fun game. If we have a fun game, then great. But however, most things went sideways. Like, okay, is the game nice to see? Okay, is the game for me? For you? And then of course some games like, okay, I made a game that is fun for me, but in general it's not fun for the audience or whoever wants to buy it. And then I would say, hey, why nobody is playing my game? Another half of it will be, okay, this game is cool, it's great, let's copy one to one. And when they copy, they forgot to copy the fun bit, like why people actually play this game. That's a lot of things, okay? That's a lot of things. And the more I go in deeper, unfortunately, it is gonna be drama filled, and it is tough for me if I really want to cover now. But then again, that's the fun bit. If you like more this type of gaming news, let me know down the comments below. So I'm gonna close with this, right? Subnautica 2, or rather Subnautica is a game that I enjoyed. Subnautica Below Zero, I don't know, I didn't feel it. One of the biggest reasons why I like Subnautica is obviously the Teslaphobia. One of it. Number two, I love vehicles. I love sci-fi vehicles, especially vehicles that can run around in game. Yeah, that's without what do you call this? There's no other way to describe it. Hey there, Richter, welcome to the stream. Okay. Anyway, so for me, I'm gonna end with this for Subnautica 2. If okay, there's a big if the developer copped out by not paying 250 million bonus to 3 developers, we need to know why. Okay, why is it 250 million? That's actually a big question. In fact, I would say, right, if I'm a developer, there's too many things go. You know what? There's too many things behind it. I can't really say anything. Because Subnautica's Below Zero, they are successful. So yeah, you know what? if that's the case, technically the developers kinda, okay, deserve the bonus, but that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. I would say that the bonus should be like reinvest into the company, in my opinion, right? Reinvest back to Subnautica to make it nicer. I'm sure 250 million, you can definitely hire more people in that when it's crunch time, push all the stuff that you need to push. But the delay makes no sense. So yeah, two major news we got makes no sense. You don't want to pay the amount of money and yet you delay. So it's like double. That's the part. All right. Okay. Anyway, that's that. That's my opinion again. And if you have any, I mean, for those, if you want to comment, feel free to comment down below. All right. So that's the first half of the stream. Unfortunately, we did not get any games for brawlers, which is totally fine because not say I expected. I am prepared when the night is a little bit cold. Okay. So now game dev. Game dev part. So previous, I have a mini clicker game. Yeah. Right, cool. So if I click, no problem. Yes, I can run around. Click. Cool. So I have a clicker game. Technically. Now the next part is I've played a bunch of clicker games as well. And then of course the most basic form of clicker game is just this. Click, and that's it. Now the difference is clicker games was made for the mobile side, the early days of mobile gaming. I'm going to give you a short little history. Clicker games is not prominent on the console, PC, whatever, any other platform that is not mobile. Because mobile is for people who wants to pass time, you know, fidget spinners, yeah, that type of stuff. So clicker games is one of those things was made for people like me who cannot keep my hands I need my hands to be busy, so instead of having a physical fidget spinner or stuff like that, clicker games. Now however, if you're telling me this as of this year, games that just click and do this, boring for sure. So we're gonna bring out one clicker game that I enjoy, and I think we can use this as kind of a benchmark per se. Okay, so it's called Tap Titans. Yes, Tap Titans. This is one simple game that I can bring it up, and I think it's cool, super cool. So I'm going to use this as a benchmark because it offers everything. Not say everything. It offers. How do I put it this way? It is a game, right? It's not just a clicker, but it is a game with visuals. And if you want to go, if anybody wants to make a clicker game that is one, like, not say threshold per se, but that's the line that we need to hit per se. I won't say gold standard. Yeah, I won't say it's a gold standard just yet because this is a whole different thing. Okay, so I'm gonna grab another one as well. This is a very simple game-ish, and it's called Egg Incorporated. Let's see. Can I get screenshot of that? One sec, my friends. One sec. I know there's a lot of clicker games out there. Oh, you know what? Let's go with what are the top clicker games for now. Because I will do this. Okay. Yep. Okay. Let's go. Okay. Top 10 clicker games. So let's see, what did I play? Nope. I didn't play any of them. Clicker games, also known as idle games or incremental games. See, there's a difference because idle games and incremental games I enjoy a lot, whereas clicker games basically adds an extra interaction to it. That's that. Okay, simple genre where players primarily gather points, resource through clicking. The main goal for the game is to continuous click, upgrade, and expand abilities, characters, or system. Now, of course, there's a huge thing that, why I don't like as well. Okay, obviously, number one is simplicity and accessibility, progression and reward system. This is the one that a lot of clicker game fails to do it. Idle gameplay, that's also another one. Psychological triggers, yeah, that whole entire part is a whole different thing, all right? Right, designed to hook players. Clicker games provide regular dopamine hits through simple tapping, accumulating points, and social interaction, competition, instant gratification. Unfortunately, that is true though. That is true. This part. Okay, but the one that I want to showcase is this, right? Tap Titans. Okay, not two, but they have number one, but I'm using two as a showcase because you have lots and lots of stuff. And see, this is the part where I say, okay, you know what, the developer puts some effort in showcasing visual. We have leaderboard, we have cool stuff, basically presentation. When you reach, that's how you stand out in general. Now, I know some Web3 projects want to do a clicker style, but they do it for the wrong reason, in my opinion. And the worst part is not for the wrong reason, is low effort. That got me. Low effort clickers, like there's no reason. I'm not saying there's no reason to play this. You don't get the key thing. You don't get the instant gratification. You don't get the psychological psychological triggers. It's like yeah, that's it. It just doesn't feel satisfying in general for clicker game. That's why one of the things is I try to do it for myself. And did I enjoy the clicker game? No. No, unfortunately I did not enjoy it. This version is just boring. Boring. If you call me, just click boring. But however, I have an adventure mode. So it gives you a little bit more to do. Just a little bit more. Yep. So that's that. Okay. So with that being said, we have a, what do you call this? A mini game in a game. Now, before we go to this part, I want to officially put out that for the game that I set out to do this year, we reached the core gameplay that I want to make as of July. Let's put it this way. Let's officially put this stream is the official note that I have officially hit what I want to hit. Yeah. And from here on out, we're just gonna add mini games, we're gonna improve and etc. So as of today, feature complete. I won't say the game is complete because we have sound that I need to put in that, but then we have about what, 5 more months to go, which I think I can easily do it if I were to take my own sweet time with just putting the sounds. So let's lock it. As of today, Abe's Adventure is complete, as in feature complete. What I need to do is complete. Yeah, we got buffs, we got our stats, we got our, in fact, the combat system is much better than what I wanted to make in general. So there we go. All right, that's that, number one. So number two is now we're going to start adding some mini games. So obviously the first mini game I would add is a clicker game. Now we want to have a timer, and then we want to click as fast as you can, and before the timer runs out, if the amount of click is on a certain, like above a certain clicks, you get a buff. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, let's do it for this live game dev. And then of course I need to put another, okay, yeah, let's fix this first, because I don't know how to fix the other part of the game, which is not really my fault, but I don't know what's happening. I do not know. Okay. Oh my goodness. Auto, no. Debugger. Yeah, I need to really figure out what's happening. Okay. Let's click play first while I load up the script. Okay, so we have clicker. We need okay, we got this. Close this. And then we need to load up our game manager. No, did I put game manager? No, I did not put under game manager though. Where did I put? Clickables. Now let's load this first. I've forgotten where I kept my clicker script. Oh, we need that. We need that. Okay. And then we also need another function is if we click anywhere else other than the other than the button, it just stops. Or rather like cancel, yeah, quit. I think it's under game manager. I need to find out. One thing also is like very disorganized. Yep. Oh, and one. Okay, you know what? We're gonna just do a little bit game dev. Or do I want to do the next part? Because we need to design some new drop. Because one of the things is I have not been, not have been dropping, but I did not drop any new stuff for quite some time, and I owe to some of the viewers and my community on certain things, and yeah, I need to get that. I need to get that done. Okay, clicker. I think I found it. There we go. Switch to this. Then we need, yes. Okay, sweet. Switch to this, and there we go. Clicker, number of clicks, right? Button click. Okay, so we need to put a new parameters. First thing first, need to get some stuff up and running. Okay. Active. Alright, so when we click button click, if we are not active, it will be active. And then when it's active, we want to put here. Okay, number of click +1, click active true. When clicker is active, then we do our counter. So number of clicks, we need, no, not here. This is a mini game status. All right, next part is we need our counters. So we're gonna have our parameters, game parameters. Okay, game parameters, and then we're gonna do is a load timer. Okay, and then plus equals time dot delta time. If time counter is above, let's put 10 for now. Clicker active equals false. And then I'm gonna put float and no, not float. Game stop. All right, false, game stop, true. And clicker active, not game stop. Okay, so that means once, yeah. All right, cool. Button click if clicker is not active. Click click if clicker is not active and not game stop. There we go. So one of the biggest reason is because once the timer is 0, right, we want to stop the game as well. Okay, and then next up is when the clicker is active, slider UI. So we want to have our bar slider dot value. Oh no, slider. But we need our slider. timer. Slider dot. There we go. Value equals. Then do you want to do on start? No, on button click. Because we want to reset out, right? Time slider max value equals 10. Very straightforward. Simple, easy, straightforward. Okay. Done as far as this goes. The next part is once the timer is done, object, this would be clicker game over. Okay, we're gonna need to put UI. Okay. Nope, here. Selective true. Game setup. Okay. Yes, I think that's it for now. Gonna do a little bit of update over here because yeah, no, we had to. All right, everything is good. No, still stuck, and I don't know why. Yeah, I know. I really need to fix this. I really need to. It's really bugging me. Okay, let's see if I can figure this out a little bit. Other set. No, I don't think it's other settings though. You know what? I'm adaptive. Okay, no, I'm not debugging this live. I already told myself. Okay, close this. Clickables UI. Timer. Okay, so when we click, we need another thing. Select clickable UI and then yeah, quick little thing which we're gonna put game over. Game over. Okay. Yeah, here and then slider here. Save, and I just realized I need to add this extra code inside. No, not here. Slider, timer slider. Game object set active. Copy this, put it here. False. Done. Done. That means when it's game over, we should not see the time. Okay, let's go. Let's begin. And then we should not see any more clicks. And then we, yeah, so this is for the first part. And then after that, we need to bring into consideration on, call this. Okay, yeah, see, time doesn't get clicked because the stuff is not working. So what we need to do, because this clicker not active, so we're gonna put here clicker true. Copy this. We don't need you anymore. And then this one has two. Oh no. Yeah, okay. Yes, down here. Down here, we have to remove the game stop. If not game stop, do all this thing. Do all this thing. Now I could have just delete this bracket and put it another way, but I'm lazy. Alright, so this one I fixed. Because previously it was clicker active, and then once the clicker is active, game stopped. And then we need to find another way to re-enable our restart, right? Like restart again. And then restart, I think I know what to do. But that requires a little bit more, I won't say hack, but a little bit more bypass. Not bypass, a little bit more work-ish. Okay, yes, come on. Oof. Okay, and then of course we want to, once we get this clicker game done, this is just going to be a simple clicker game. This is really a sick number of clicks. What? Okay, yeah, correct. Okay, yes, correct. I forgot. Stupid me. Stupid me. I don't know why I canceled this. Okay, okay, so basically I disabled this. I forgotten. It was working. It was working. All right, so once we have this done, next is we want to go for clickable item. Now for clickable items, what we need to do is we want to add one more thing in the list, clicker. Okay, there we go. Now we want to reset. Okay, so when we deselect, we need to put one extra. Okay, do stuff before deselecting. Okay, and that is because what we want to do is we want to get a clicker meaning input out here. If clicker game is clicker, reset game. That's the thing that I need to. We want to put it. Okay, button click. Okay, void reset game. Put you here. Put you here. There we go. Reset. Get component item. Oh, dang it. No. I need to double check one thing. All right, so clicker is here. Where is... There we go. Clicker is this. So what we need to do is public. We need to get the script in. Yeah, that's why it's a lot of extra steps. So yep. Game. Okay, yes, we want to get this. Clicker game, reset game. There we go. Done. All right, and then when we reset game, game stop equals false. Clicker active equals false as well. So that now we reset. And then timer counter equals 0. Number of clicks equals 0. Next round we're going to implement high score if you want to, but like I said, this mini game, I don't think we really need to. But just for fun, we will do it, okay? And of course, as long as the game can still be delivered at the end of the year, I'm done. I'm down with it. And I think most of it we can easily, I can say easily we can easily nail it, because most of the things right now it's very simple, not too difficult. Okay, there we go. UI, boop, done. Save, and we should be done with this. Click. 10 seconds is a lot, okay? So probably we will go down, let's reduce by half, 5. Alright, so once done, game over. Ta-da! Okay, and then if you click elsewhere, yeah, gotcha. Done. Done. We improved the clicker game. Now we have a rule which is trying to click as fast as you can for X amount of time. So we're gonna put 3. I think that's too much. 5 is still too long. And once you get to that, you get a buff. Yeah, immediately you get a buff. And that's where we will code into the game a little bit later. What type of buff do we want to give for your character? So there's lots of things we can do, and that's what makes the clicker game a little bit more meaningful now. I would say now we have a reason to click. Click. So right now, if you can click above 20, you should get something. Okay, what's the high score? 22. I know somebody with auto clicker would definitely get that. 21. Yeah, you know what? Let's put 18. Game over. New game. Okay, so new game needs a fix. New game definitely needs a fix for sure. All right, anyway, for as far as the clicker mini games is concerned, we are good. We are done. So the only difference is I need to put a assets, what do you call it? A task for the assets. And that's where we're going to discuss a little bit. Yeah, we want to put some tasks on the list, and unfortunately I don't have the time to model live. We kind of able to do this. Kind of. Screen must click. Oh, also we need to fix a few things. I saw some error on my side. Yeah, if I click. I don't know why it does. It's asked for another stuff. No. I don't know why it shows an error. We will debug. Okay. With that is the end of the live game dev. However, I did promise I want to stream, not say stream a little bit more, but in general, I like to keep everything in 1 hour. But because of the game dev that I'm tackling right now, I need to add in a little bit more. And because I also need to do some logistic. Not to say live, but it's easier to do it live per se. Because since I'm already here anyway. Oh wow, no. Okay, no, I saw the error. I need to figure out what's happening over there. Okay, now, next up, we really got a clicker game in. And I think that's important, right? Clicker game done. The next part is now what I want to go through is the Web3 games that went belly up. And we want to see which game that we want to copy. Like I said, if the developer decided to abandon the game, it's free as state. Literally, I will copy. The only question is, how do we gonna tackle it? What game do we want to tackle? So we're gonna go to the most, I won't say popular. Can I use the word notorious as well? It's kinda notoriously, but then that's how it happens. That's how I got into the foray anyway. Right, for those who do not know, right, it's called Axie Infinity. Let's see what's happening to this guy. And then another game called Farmer's World. These are the two games that does everything. That made me went into the Web3 side, and oh boy, we want to see what's happening. It's been a while. Okay. Now, yeah, disappointing, blah blah blah. Okay, come on, Cloudflare. Come on. Surprisingly, Farmers World is still up and running ish. I'm surprised actually, because some of the other games that copies Farmer World is literally dead, like really dead. Okay. For the sake of it, for the record, this is the game that we're gonna copy. Not exactly directly copied, but there we go. Okay, so what type of gameplay can we do? So let's see. Blah blah blah, play and earn. We don't care about that. Do note, I do not. This game is it's just trash. I would say straight up. Alright. Now maybe a bit different, but then again, its glory days are done. Okay, as you can see, coming soon, coming soon. When's the last? 2021. Monthly report February. February of what year? Update or not? Monthly report February. Yeah, it's done. Let's see. Let's see. All right. And this is one of the biggest, not say red flag, but this is one of the most obvious thing. I don't like to see roadmaps anymore. It's just not worth it anymore. Mobile app. No news on this. No news. No news. Really, no news. Our story. Blah 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 blah. I'm just gonna click this for fun. Dang it. Happy Farmers is not available. Yeah, okay, cool. Don't care about that. We just want to see how it works. And if we can play it for free, you know, I'm gonna give a little bit of credit. Just a little bit. I need to log in. Yeah, I don't want to log in. Boo, failed. One of the things I did say is that you should have at least a free version, or yeah, I need a free version. Yeah, this Axie Infinity, so getting started. Learn the basics. Okay, create deposit wax wallet, collection, access farm play. Yeah, I don't like, I mean, back then it was like, you know, fair enough, but wow. Let's go marketplace and see what's happening. If this game is still... Nope, go away. Top sale. A day ago. Wow, no, still this game is still running. I am surprised. $3. No, I don't recent listing. I want sale. Sale. How much? Wow, no, people still active. I'm impressed. I am impressed. Right, go away. Okay. Overview. Let's read up a bit. Okay. I don't want this. I don't. Okay, the moment they put it a video, I'm not interested. Straight up. Just not interested. Mute. Okay. Players must have a tool to start playing. Yeah, see, that's the reason why I'm not interested, because you need to buy. Yeah, no, not bothered. Okay, so basically you need a tool to start collecting resources. So this is the game that we're gonna try to not say copy, but this is the game to copy, because there's other games following a similar thing as well. Let's see. Farm trailer. Rubbish. There we go. Yeah. Click. A lot of clickety-click stuff. Okay, no bother. All right, unfortunately, I don't have a, what do you call this? Ooh, interesting. I think they earn enough money to do all these things. Okay, cool. Okay, so before we do anything, unfortunately, we don't have a visual representation on how the economy will work. Can I? Yeah, I don't want video. I really don't want video. I want at least... Okay, let's read a bit. Yeah, because we have wood, what, yeah, so many things. With with a new farmer, these are 2 ways to get tools. Purchase, I don't purchase using craft feature to craft. Okay. What is durability? What is energy? What is countdown time? Not bothered. Yeah, not bothered, not bothered, not bothered. I don't know how to do this. This is gonna be annoying. Okay, you know what? For now, let's continue. I know, unfortunately, really nothing much to show and tell over there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a quick little thing, and that is a quick design on the upcoming drop. This is a bit too bright for me. Beep. No. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so the upcoming drop, so for those who do not know, quick little recap, I'm running a seasonal game on my Twitch stream. You can play it if you're tuning in. If not, that's okay, because the story will automatically progress regardless. The only difference is if you participate, you get to influence the story outcome a little bit, which is nice. And to recap the previous story, so my character Ape managed to escape with all the avatars on a special, not say on a special. There we go. Let's click. Come on. Hey, why don't you? So previously, I want to do something like that, but I don't think I have enough time. There's too many things. So previously, Ape and avatars, basically your avatars, are part of a experimental something which we do not know what it is for yet. Managed to escape because it is a never-ending combat simulation. So Ape managed to break out all the avatars from the experiment. They are now in a spaceship or in an escape pod. Yes, and we're gonna design the escape pod. So the escape pod, they managed to escape through the spaceship. Let's call it a spaceship. Escape pod, spaceship. You know what? Spaceship. Let's use it. A spaceship. And from the escape from the mothership, and now they are landing on a planet, and the planet is basically contain lots of floating islands. So it is now linked directly to this game in terms of laws, and that's that. All right, so now they are on the way to planet side, and what we're gonna do, we're gonna try to design the spaceship. So the spaceship, what I want to do is I want to do a little bit more classic, what do you call this? Retro spaceship. No, I don't want this part. So one small little thing is I want to take a little bit inspiration from a show, all right, which is cool in a way, all right. Part of it is from, no, before we go there. So the show that inspired this spaceship design is from Flash Gordon. It's a very interesting show, right? Which I kind of like it, especially the spaceship design. Another one is because I want to bring a little bit more retro design to the spaceship. So another medium. It is a comic from Tintin where they go into space. And that spaceship is very, what do you call this? Retro-ish enough. So we're gonna do. And then one of the biggest reason why I want to use a little bit more retro design is because it's a bit easier to model. That's it. It's a little bit easier compared to spaceship these days. Spaceship these days is a little bit too complex, and yeah, I don't really have the time. We don't want to spend too much time modeling. That's it. That's the only reason why. Okay, so this part, and then we have a window-ish, and then there's a notes like this. That's it. This is a spaceship. So the current story, for those who do not know, right? So for season 2, which I'm gonna put the story up and running, is that you get to decide whether the ship crash land or not. That's it. All right, that's the goal of the story. Whether you crash landed or not. Yeah, okay, cool. So we have a nose. Oh no, why am I drawing? And then unfortunately, I don't have a. Okay, so the mothership, I want to draw something like a Easter eye. You know what? No. I want to do a little bit like a. But this is my character though, so no. We will find a different way to design the spaceship. But for now, this is a spaceship or starship. So what we're gonna call Starship Ape. I don't have a name for the spaceship yet, so that's it. Yeah, no, let's not over design it. Simple, just like that. Just like that. So this is a spaceship, and there will be then there will be characters inside. Now the question is, do I want to do 3 windows or do I want to do 1 window? Because one of the things is no, we will put 3 windows. 3 windows. So this comes in 2 different variety. One is for those who completed my collection, right? My series 2 collection drop from last year. For those who watches my Twitch stream, most likely will have all of them, and we only have 2. I already did the snapshot and everything, okay? Because I did promise a lot of the viewers that says, all right, by this date it should be locked, and I need to keep that promise, so it is locked. Only 2 holders will get a special edition. Right now, the special edition that I'm thinking of is they will get a different expression on the window. So I think the main window would be the one that we have a different expression and maybe a different color scheme for those who manage to complete it. So that's for that. That's for them. However, don't worry, everyone else will get the same thing as well, just different. Just I would say not say different color scheme, but there will be a different color scheme, and probably I would say no animation. No, sorry, it has to have animation. One of the things I did tell myself, every single drop I make has to have animation. I would say less animation. For those who manage to complete the set, will get a special animation. Yeah. Okay, that's it. That is the last part of the announcement. And the reason why I want to draw it, because I think it's cool. I kind of enjoy this drawing part. So we need a it's flying this way, so we need, yeah. Then this looks like a face. Yeah, you know what? Let's keep it as a face. Haha. Then ozone. Yeah. Okay. Let's keep it like that. No. Oh no, I messed it up. I really did mess it up. Okay. Yeah. All right. Cool. Sweet. So that's that. This would be a special drop for July. I did task myself. So July we need to do this. And for those who, oh, Nemo, you came in almost the end, almost at the end of the stream. But right now, this is why I'm going to do my logistic part, and this is the part where I decided to take an extra time to put it into the stream. Okay, so we have this, and for those who are watching in general, that's the end of the stream per se. But you know what? If you want to come and if you want to stay and chill, sure. We will not say sure. I think we'll still go on a little bit. I just need to do my last part. That is logistics. Okay. I'm gonna switch this to this. Switch this to this. We're gonna go here. All right. Okay, def log 28. Uh, 28, the official logistics is that as of today, we have reached feature complete. Yeah, I know I'm going to repeat a little bit. So, yeah, make sure we have that. Yes. Good news, everyone. And I already have the title for my game. It's called Abe's Adventure. Abe's Island. Sky Island? Skyland? No, Sky Island. Sky Island. SKY. Sky. I need to find a better way to you know what, let's use the words SKYE. Although I might need to change this. Yeah. Ape Sky. You know what? Let's just put normal. Sky Island Adventure. Alright, good news everyone. Apes. Skyline. Ooh, Skyline. I kind of like this. Sky Island. Evan. You know what? Let's keep it simple. Ape Sky Island Adventure. We have kind of A and A at it. Yes. Title is official now. Yeah, I actually want to put just Ape's Island Adventure, but island is kind of straightforward, so we need to make sure it is very, very obvious. Alright, title's official now. Sky Adventure is game is no, yeah, game is of feature complete. The one that I task myself, so I need to put in another no, feature complete. Full stop. Full stop. Now, one of the big reasons is because the next few tasks on the list is mainly just improving the game visually, and that's and of course a little bit more, right? And this is not really a critical feature, I would say. So I need to put an extra note over here. This is gonna be a quick note because I need to start fixing all these things. Because I need to figure out what happened on devlog 23, 24, 25, 26, yeah, and so on. Okay, Skyline of its feature complete. Drop incoming and July. I'm gonna post. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna post the picture here. Season official. Season 1 officially ended. Season 1. And then what is season 1's? Where is my season 1? Because I have a few things, like for example, foil R&D, a lot of stuff I haven't done yet. Not saying I haven't done, but some of them got pushed because it's just, not saying not worth it, but not critical. Okay. Officially ended last week. I'm just gonna put some notes here. Okay, officially ended last week. July. Teaser? No, art lockdown today. So we're gonna do a quick little work in progress on Thursday. Feature complete. Yes, okay. What we do? Next is mini game. Clicker mini game is complete. Yeah, mini game. Mini game is complete, and I think that's it. That's it. That's the lot for today. All right. So that's all I have for you for today. Club announcement. Yeah, we don't have anything here yet. Lack of drop of May. So oh, very important thing. Okay, so the last drop I had was on April. That's for Easter. season 1 rewards May, lack of drop in May. So May, June, July. So I owe you, not say owe you guys 3 drops, but I want to make up. So can I say I owe you guys 3 drops? Technically, yes. Technically, yes. Okay, I'm gonna do my logistic for this. This is secondary. Out of everything, the most important thing is actually my game development log. Truth to be told, but at least we already locked the July drop, which is nice. Officially ended last week. Season 2 will begin soon. Last but not least, I need to figure out how to upload this guy. Yeah, I haven't finished the story yet. No, we don't care about the story. Where did I put the season? And I realize some of them are quite descriptive. Why am I not descriptive? I will need to fix this. You know what? I need to fix that. Okay, you know what? Too many scrolling. I don't like it. I don't like if I scroll too much, which means I'm not getting what I need. Okay, so and I don't waste too much time for the stream by searching it online. Searching it on the stream. So with that, that's all I have for you for today. Don't forget to, for those who are watching on YouTube, like, subscribe, and hit the notification button and help this channel grow. For those who are watching on stream, I wish you good morning, good afternoon, and good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night wherever you are. Have a nice day, my friends. Stay safe. Until then, I will see you guys same time, same place, every Tuesday and Thursday, 9 p.m. PT time. Only on Twitch, and surprisingly, and on Chit too. And I really need to fix it. One major news is I really need to fix this issue before I can go for season 1, because this is not good. Not good at all. Alright, see ya, my friends. I really need to fix this. Oh.